What's up everyone, how are you doing? In today's video I'm going to show you how to connect to MSSQL Server 2022 and extract data from the table and write it to an Excel file. So for this I'll be using Kotlin programming, and previously if you have watched my previous video, use Kotlin programming to connect to MySQL database, but this time I'll be using MSSQL Server 2022. Now I'm using Intellij ID, and this is my Intellij ID. So I'll show you from the beginning. I'll create a project, and to add that this is a Maven project, Maven build project. So I'll show you everything, how to configure pom.xml. For this project we need two Maven dependency. One is apache POI. This is for Excel file. Okay, so create Excel file and write it. Creating Excel file, and the second thing is the jtds driver. Jtds driver is required for connecting to MSSQL Server. Okay, so let's start here. First, create a new project. Now click on this new project. Now write Kotlin MSSQL con proj. Okay, language is Kotlin, build system is Maven, add sample code I have checked here, keep it checked. Group ID is org.kotlin. normally by default it is org.example, because I have used this before, right before that org.kotlin, so it is showing me the last name. This is the artifact ID, everything is fine, just click on create. This window. Okay, because I have used the add sample code, so this is my branch. Under this branch, if you go to src.main.kotlin, by default this main.kt has been created. Okay, so if you have unchecked that add sample code, this would be empty, no file will be created here. So first let us clean this up. Okay, so I'll delete all this. They also delete the argument, the parameter. Okay, and also refactor this or rename this. Okay, from right click on this, refactor, rename, and name it something more understandable or readable. Kotlin MSSQL con Excel. Okay, refactor. So I'm done here. Now let us go to the pom.xml. Just close this one, just a moment. Here now we will add two dependency configuration, do dependency configuration. If Intellij IDEA provide you a very good interface to add configuration to pom.xml. Okay, so that is, click on menu, go to code, click on generate, click on, okay, just a moment, it is not showing here, supposed to show here. Again click on code, generate, yes, dependency. Here the keyword is very important. For the jtds driver, we need to write the initial net.source. You can write source forge also. Yes, so you can see when you write this, if you don't write this, if you write jtds, it will not work. You have to write this initial net.sourceforge. Okay, when you write this, this will come. You can see net.sourceforge.jtds :jtds 1.3.1. click on add. Next, what we are going to do, we are going to add apache POI. Okay, again click on dependency, right here org.apache. Now you have to search it. Here see Apache POI. I will select this. You need actually have to add two library from here. One is org.apache.py. Click on add, and another one is org.apache.py::py-oxml. Click on add. Okay, now you can see PO artifact ID -oxml is here, artifact ID POI is here, both version is 5.2.3, and another is net.sourceforge.jtds, artifact ID jtds, version is 1.3.1. okay, so we are done with this. Now what we will do, we will go to configure or clean and install. So on the right side you can see there is an M icon. This is the Maven in Intellij IDEA. Click on this. We have console app. Click on this. Click on life cycle. First we have the clean. Click on clean. Now click on install. Just like to mention one thing, sometimes it happens after installing also, the dependency is not properly refreshed or configured or added in the project. Okay, so in that case what you have to do, you have to do a refresh. You can see there is a refresh button here, reload all Maven projects here. So it is finished. First let us check whether it is added in the dependency. No, it is not added. Here it is added. No, it is not added. Now we will click on reload all Maven projects. Okay, you have to do it several times if it not work at the first place. Okay, so now you see we have apache py-oxml, apache py, and net.sourceforge.jtds. Here also we have net.sourceforge, and we have apache py and apache py-oxml. So everything is here. Now let us start writing the code. So we have the function main. Okay, now let us import the library. The first library is apache py xssf. Import org.apache.py.xssf.user model dot xssf workbook. Done. Then import java.sql.star. Third one is import java.io.file output stream. Now why you require this? Because the apache py will help you to write the Excel file in the primary memory. Okay, it will load in the memory, it will write everything, but what about writing into the disk? For writing into the disk you need file output stream. File output stream will actually write that Excel file into the disk. Okay, so let us start. First you have to mention a class.forename. Okay, in this class.forename you have to mention net.sourceforge, the same thing. net.sourceforge.jdbc.driver. Okay, next is val connection equal to driver manager dot get connection. Okay, before writing this I would like to mention that my MSSQL server is not in my local machine. It is in my guest operating system, which is Windows 10. So let us go here. See, this is my Windows 10, this is my SQL Server Management Studio, and we have this one database greenfly_23. Okay, we will be connecting to this. Okay, I'll come on into this later on after we have completed the our program. Okay, So and like also like to mention one thing, let us go to the command prompt and write ipconfig. So in ipconfig you can see the IP address is 192.168.29.234. Okay, so we'll be using this. So here let us start JDB. The URL is JDBC. You don't need to note it down because I will upload this code into the GitHub. There you will find all this URL and everything. Okay, JDBC jtds SQL Server // I need to provide the IP address. You remember the IP address 192.168.29.234. Okay, port number 1433, then encrypt equal to true. Now database name is greenply 23. User SA, password SA. Anything is left out? Nothing. Okay, so done. So we will do one thing. It is going out of sight, so we'll just go here, and from here onwards we'll go to the next line. Okay, you see automatically Intellij IDE, what it does, it create a concatenation with plus sign and bring it to the next, to continue to the next line. Next is val statement equal to connection dot create statement. Okay, next is val result set equal to statement dot execute query. Here we will write the SQL statement. So I'll be using a table called employee master. You have seen when I went to my Windows 10 that there I already executed a query on the table employee master. So I'll be using this one. Okay, then we will create a workbook object, val workbook equal to XSSF workbook. Okay, next we will create a worksheet, val worksheet equal to workbook dot create sheet. Sorry, I have just made a mistake here. This will be workbook, not workbook. I think I have automatically, it is taken from workbook dot create sheet. Okay, now what is this create sheet does? It create a sheet into the workbook. If you don't add any value inside or parameterize inside, it take a default name of sheet 1. I will provide a value inside and it will be emp must. Okay, now next is we will create a metadata. What metadata does, I will tell you right now. See, this program is a very dynamic program. When you write select star from employee master, it first read the metadata. That means reads the data dictionary. That is the column header. So we have all the field name in the table. It first read all the field name. feed those field name into the Excel file on the first row, which becomes the column header. So the table field name, table column name becomes the column header of the Excel file. So metadata is actually doing that thing. It is actually reading all the field name or the column name from the table, and it will write into the Excel file. We will come into that next. Next, what we will do, we need the column count. That's how we will pass through the loop. Column count equal to metadata dot column count. So suppose employee master has 15 columns. So column count here will return 15. Okay. Now you are wondering how all this variable name is coming into the pop-up, because I have already written a code, a lot of code. Like in MySQL, I use the same field name, same variable name. So it is just picking up that from the cache and just popping it up, nothing else. Otherwise, it is just a user-defined variable. Next, I need var r equal to 0. So what is r? R is the row number. Now in Excel, you need to know while we are using Apache POI, the row index start from 0 to column count 0 to row -1. Suppose there are 1000 rows, so it starts from 0 to 999, and here the number of column is column count, so it will be also starting from 0 to 14. Okay, so row starts from 0. Now what we will do, we will use a var row equal to worksheet dot create row. In this create row, we will put r. So what r will do, r has a value of 1, r has a value of 0. So now it will do worksheet.create row 0. That means it will create the first row, that is at the place index 0. Okay, so next onwards it will be row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and we will come to that next. Why this underline is coming here? Just a moment. Never modified. Okay, when we will remodify it, this underline will go. Next, what we will do, we will create a for loop for I in 1 dot dot column count. Here we will do val cell equal to row dot create cell, and here it will be I minus 1. Now tell me why it is I minus 1. Because I told you that index starts from 0. So I here is starting from 1. So if I need to create the first column, first cell, that will be in the index 0 column index. So it will be I minus 1. Here I minus 1 will be 1 minus 1, that is 0. Okay. So next it will be when I will be 2, it will be 2 minus 1 at index 1, and it will go as onwards. Then I've created the cell. I will set the cell value. Set cell value. Okay. So here what will be the cell value? Here it will be the column header. Okay. Column header means the field name, table field name. So how it will give? We will get the field name. Now you have to use the metadata. So metadata dot get column name. Okay. In that column name you have to provide the index. Now see, in metadata or in the result set, all the index start from 1, that is 1 to n. Like in Excel it goes from 0 to n minus 1, here it is from 1 to n. So you can just put I here. And another thing I will do for the column header, I will convert it to uppercase. Okay, not for the data, only for column header. So our column header is written in the Excel. Now we will come to the next one, that is the data part. Now we will put the value. For that I need result set dot next. So what result set dot next does? Result set dot next checks for end of file. So if it is at the end of table, it returns false, or end of file. If it is anywhere between the table in any row, it returns true. So while loop will go to will be true until all the data are read. Okay. So here what we will do, sorry, here first we will increment the r. Okay, so r is previously 0. In the 0th row we have added the column header. Now the r will start from 1. So we will just increment it by 1, and it will go onward and onward for each row. Okay. Now what we will do, we will just come here, and from here we will copy everything till here. From where row to here we will copy. Okay. Everything is fine here. You need to not need to change anything. Only you need to remove this var row, var from the row, because var is already created. We have already declared the variable. Now we will just reuse it. That is why you have given it var instead of val, because we will reuse it. When you will use everything, you will use the keyword var, or if you just use it once, you will use the keyword val. Okay, same applicable to r also. Okay. Another thing what you need to do, everything is as it is. Another thing what you need to do, that is you have to remove this metadata dot get column name. Here what you need to do, because here we don't need the column header, we need the column value. So we need result set dot get string, put a I here. Okay. So what is result set? Result set is actually pointing, it is a cursor, it is pointing to the current row. So result set is the current row, get string, and what is I? I is the column index. So which column for the current row you want to read. Okay. Here I don't need to convert it to uppercase, it will be as it is. Okay. So this part is done. So row is incrementing, row index is incrementing. I'm creating a new row on that index. I'm going to looping from the column index from 1 to column count. Okay, I'm creating the cell at I-1. I'm writing the value. Okay, so this is done, while loop is done. Now I will I've created the Excel file. Okay, in temporary or primary memory, I will write it into the disk. So here I will do it with one single statement. Okay, first in this file string you need to mention the path where you will save the file. So I will save it in downloads. Okay, and name it emp mast 1.xlsx. Okay, now write dot use opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Inside this write file out dash greater tag or arrow, you can say, workbook dot write, write here, write file out. I hope it is done. Yeah. Remember that you have to put it in one line. You cannot maybe if I let me try it from here. Yeah, it will work, because this part you have to put it in one line. You cannot drag it to next line. Okay, so from dot use I drag it to the next line. So it has been done, written through file output stream. I will close everything. Workbook dot close, statement dot close, connection dot close. Okay, so let us now run this. Clear all, minimize, go here and run this. Yeah, it is successfully done. We need to check the name of the Excel file, that is empmast1.xlsx, whether it is correct. We need to check the sheet name. If it is emp_mast, we can confirm that it is the same file. The file is exported successfully. In downloads, let us refresh this. Okay, just now you can see it is created just now, emp_mast1.xlsx. Now open this. The sheet name is emp_mast. Now we can confirm that this file is the actual file which has been created through the program. Now go to the last line. How many rows we have? It is showing 2805. It is starting from actually first one is the header column header. So starting from 2, so number of rows is 2804. So let us now go to the table. So this is the table. See, in the table also we have select star from employee master. We have how many rows? 2804. So we can confirm that it is the same table, same number of rows and same data. And column also, how many columns? We cannot count the column right now. We'll just see what is the last column. Last column is special allow. Now here see what is the last column, special allow. Okay. So this one is confirmed. Now we will do another run. What we will do, we will change the table name. This is also a big table. This we will change the sheet name as sal, emp_sal, and the file name also we will change as empsal1.xlsx. Let us run this and check the output. Okay, now it is done. Let us go here. Yeah, empsal1.xlsx. Just now it has been done. It's a huge file, that is why it is 2 MB. Okay, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 4, 8, 6 rows. Last column here is also special allow. Okay, so let us go here and check. I'll just do salary. Execute. Go to the last row. Let us expand this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 6. Now what is here? We have the last row. 1, 2, 4, 8, 6. Okay, starting from 2, so it will be 1, 2, 4, 8, 6. So it is now it is confirmed that whatever we have exported is correctly exported into Excel file. So that's all about this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please press the like button and share this video to your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.